Forgotten Worlds is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game that was developed and published by Capcom in 1988 for the arcades. However, for the purpose of this review, we will be discussing the Sega Genesis version of Forgotten Worlds that came to North America early in the Sega Genesis lifespan in 1990. In Forgotten Worlds, which could be co-op by the way, you play as a super soldier in the distant future. There is a god named Emperor Bios that managed to wreak havoc on planet Earth, turning it into what's affectionately now known as Dust World, so as you can guess, it's your job to defeat both Bios and his minions to restore peace to the Earth. The controls take a second to get used to, but after a few minutes you get the hang of it. You can press either the A or the C buttons in order to spin your super soldier around to shoot at different angles. If you hold down the B button, you will fire off shots in a rapid-fire succession. When defeating enemies, you are able to gain blue coins to serve as money that can be used in the shops that appear in each level. The shops offer upgrades to health, armor, weapons, and even give tips for the final bosses in order to defeat them. It's imperative to grab a nice variety of items in order to make your playthrough much easier. The setup for the levels in the game is standard. You blast your way through minions, collect the money, go to the shop, and ultimately fight the end boss when you reach the conclusion of the level. All in all, for such an early Sega Genesis game, and a port nonetheless, this is pretty solid. I played it co-op with my friend Ricardo and we had a blast in doing so, no pun intended. This is definitely a game that's best played with a friend. However, Forgotten Worlds isn't perfect. This game is a bit on the short side, and if you're playing it 2-player, you'll have unlimited continues which makes the difficulty rather easy. And on the flip side, if you're playing it single player, it could be a bit difficult, and oh god, the music is terrible. I commented to Ricardo about 5 times just how poor the music is. All that being said, it's a solid shoot 'em up. I'd give Forgotten Worlds a 6.5 out of 10. It's certainly not the best game I've ever played, but there's some solid fun to be had, especially when played co-op. Until next time!